Another really interesting kind of a case that I saw was a man in the hospital who was a robber, had a very bad history. He had been a robber by his own admission since he was 11, and he was 32 when he was in the hospital. And he had fallen out of a building when he was committing a robbery, and he had broken his spine, and he was completely paralyzed. And I remember him saying, I knew I was in deep trouble because he said I couldn't feel my body when I was in the ambulance. The Lord being who He is, and He's so good and so loving, He totally came and healed this man's heart. So during the time he was in the hospital, he was a non-believer, and he came to the Lord, and he hadn't spoken to his family in 20 years. He was restored with his family, his father who was living in another state. It was a beautiful healing. I was just in amazement because he was doing push-ups in the hospital, squats in his bed. He was showing me these things. And I was just in awe of the Lord doing something like this. Because here's somebody who we would think of as a bad guy. He's somebody, is he deserving of this? Is he really somebody that the Lord should bless with this kind of a healing where he can do more push-ups than I can do? And I'm not paralyzed. It was amazing because the Lord showed me that He loves everybody. Everybody. It didn't matter when I was praying who you were. I prayed over every kind of person you can imagine. I prayed for saintly people who love the Lord, who are completely devoted to Him. I prayed for supposedly bad guys like this man.